design. Dude, I had it, but I stuttered. The Audi TT has always been more than just any old sports car. It's a design statement, a turning point. It's a moment in automotive history when the world kind of stopped and said, hold up, Audi's cooking here. Today, we have the absolute pleasure of getting up close and personal with Antoni's 2015 Audi TT Quattro. And we're going to go into how the TT came to be, how it evolved, and what the future looks like for Audi's little sports car. File 1. How the TT was born. To understand the TT, we need to travel back to the early 1990s. Audi was in the middle of a transformation. After years of conservative designs and mixed public perception, the brand wanted a new identity, one that combined forward-thinking engineering with bold, unmistakable styling. In 1994, at the Geneva and Frankfurt motor shows, Audi unveiled two design studies, a coupe and a roadster concept, each created under the direction of Freeman Thomas and Jay Mays at the Audi Design Center in California. These weren't just concepts either, they were statements. They were minimalist, they were geometric with clean lines and circles everywhere, a Bauhaus-inspired approach to automotive design. The TT name comes from the Isle of Man TT motorcycle race, the TT standing for Tourist Trophy. This event is one of the most dangerous and legendary motorsport events in the world. So what's Audi got to do with motorcycles and a death-defying motorsport event? Audi's connection comes through NSU, one of the companies that later merged into what is now Audi. NSU motorcycles competed in the TT races in the early 1900s and actually won several classes. So Audi revived the TT name to honour that motorsport heritage. The public loved the TT concept, and they didn't just love it, they demanded that Audi build it. File 2. The first generation TT. So in 1998, the production Audi TT finally arrived. Now, with most concepts, the production version never looks the same, but to everyone's surprise, the production version of the TT pretty much looked exactly the same as the concept. Audi had done the impossible, turning a show car into a road-legal machine with almost no compromise. The first generation TT was built on the Volkswagen Group's A4 platform, the same bones as the Mark IV Golf, Bora and the 8L Audi A3. It came with turbocharged 1.8 litre engines ranging from 132 kilowatts or 177 horsepower to 165 kilowatts or 221 horsepower, later joined by a 3.2 litre VR6 and the game-changing DSG gearbox. But it wasn't all smooth sailing though. Early models experienced high-speed stability issues, leading to a major recall that added a rear wing, suspension updates and electronic stability control. Ironically, these recall fixes actually became part of the TT's identity. By the mid-2000s, the TT cemented itself as a design icon and a genuinely capable sports car. File 3. The second generation TT. In 2006, Audi launched the second generation TT, known as the 8J generation. For the first time, Audi used its ASF or Audi Space Frame aluminium construction, making the TT much lighter and more rigid than before. The design was more sculpted, more athletic, but still undoubtedly TT. Engine options also improved across the board, including the TTS with its 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and the wild TTRS powered by Audi's now iconic 2.5-litre turbocharged 5-cylinder engine. The TTRS was a genuine giant killer, taking the fight to Porsche's Cayman and even troubling some 911s. This generation also introduced the magnetic ride suspension system, giving the TT sharp reflexes without ruining daily comfort. File 4. The third generation TT. Now we arrive at the star of the show, the third and current generation, also known as the 8S generation. This is the TT at its most technologically advanced, most refined, and arguably best form ever. Launched in 2014, the 8S TT is built on Volkswagen's MQB platform, shared with the Mark VII Golf, Audi A3, and many others. Audi refined the look while keeping the essential TT DNA, clean geometry, tight proportions, and a timeless silhouette. Dude, I actually did that shit. Inside, Audi introduced something completely revolutionary, the virtual cockpit. A digital display, a digital dash. Fuck. Inside, Audi introduced something completely revolutionary, the virtual cockpit. A fully digital driver display in the center here that eliminated the center screen here, paving the way for future Audi models, such as the R8 we did earlier. To this day, many consider the 8S TT's interior to be one of the best that Audi's ever created. Plane. This generation delivered the most complete driving experience of any TT, with quattro all-wheel drive, lightweight MQB chassis, magnetic ride, and of course, that rapid-fire dual-clutch transmission. The base model TTs came with the turbocharged 1.8-litre TFSI engine with front-wheel drive, but this here is the Quattro, which comes with the 2-litre TFSI engine making 171 kilowatts or 230 horsepower. There's also the TTS with the same engine, but tuned up from factory to 210 kilowatts or 282 horsepower. And finally, the TTRS, with the turbocharged 2.5-litre 5-cylinder engine making a whopping 294 kilowatts or 400 horsepower. However, the engine you find in this TT isn't what you'd find in a stock one. Oh no, it's had a lot of work done to it. Under the bonnet of this car, the 2-litre TFSI engine has been upgraded to make 376 kilowatts or 504 horsepower on E85, or 326 kilowatts or 436 horsepower on unleaded 98. And on E85, this thing does a quarter mile of 10 seconds. 10-second quarter mile. This. Well, what exactly has Antoni done to make these figures? Well, a lot, actually. EQT G25 660 prototype turbo, the Galano Pro Fuel system, which includes LPFP, 1000cc injectors and upgraded fuel rail, and ethanol flex sensor, APR intake and catch can system, downpipe and intercooler upgrade, upgraded engine mounts, and a JDY billet aluminium extended capacity sump. Yeah. And the 0 to 100 km/h time, you may ask? Just 2.8 seconds. That's literally quicker than like any other supercar. All in a daily drivable package. Insane, man. This car also has a whole bunch of other modifications too, starting with the MCA Reds coilovers. These 18-inch Rays Volk Racing TE37 SLs in dash white, TTRS front end swap, forged carbon mirror caps, fuel cap, and pop-up wing. And a forged carbon steering wheel. Yeah, boy. Alright, so we're in the car, and this is Antoni. You would have seen him on the channel before, and yeah, we're gonna go for a spin. Let's go! Dude, what the hell even was that? Holy moly. That sound you heard right there was the rolling launch control. Holy crap. File 5. Why the TT was discontinued. And yet, 2023 marked the end of the TT's production. But why did Audi kill off one of its most iconic models? Well, there are three main reasons why. Market trends. Two-door sports cars simply don't sell like they used to. Buyers these days want SUVs, crossovers, and EVs. Emissions and electrification. Audi is shifting its entire lineup towards electric. Low-volume performance cars with petrol engines don't fit the long-term strategy. Segment overlap. The TT started overlapping with the A3, S3, and even the RS3, cars that cost less to produce and sell in much higher numbers. As a result, Audi ended TT production, closing a 25-year chapter. File 6. The legacy of the TT. Few cars leave behind a legacy that transcends performance metrics. The TT did. It became a cultural design icon, a symbol of Audi's rebirth, a benchmark for minimalist automotive design, a platform for Audi's most exciting small car engineering. Even if you've never owned one, the TT is one of those cars that everyone recognizes instantly. File 7. The future. What comes after the TT? So, what's next? Audi has hinted that the spirit of the TT will live on, but not as a petrol coupe. In October 2025, Audi released the Concept C. This EV concept looks very much like the future successor of the TT, a small two-seater sports car hinting at Audi's future design language and what the TT may look like down the road. And honestly, it looks really good. Audi hasn't confirmed if the Concept C will be the actual successor to the TT, simply saying the car is the start of a new design philosophy for the company. If the Concept C does eventually become the TT's successor though, it would definitely be a worthy one. From its 90s concept car origins to the final production years, the Audi TT has been a car that dared to be different. It challenged the industry, reshaped Audi's identity, and delivered driving enjoyment in a compact, beautifully designed package. The current generation represents the TT at its absolute peak, technologically advanced, visually stunning, and dynamically refined. As we look towards an electrified future, the TT's legacy reminds us that some cars aren't just transport, they can be unique, they can be revolutionary, and that's exactly what the TT has always been. And we'd like to give a huge thanks to Antoni for coming out and bringing out his TT, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more reviews just like this one.